So, as you can tell from the logos behind me, I'm at a Samsung event, and this is the reason why. It's a Samsung Galaxy Note 7, and there's plenty you should be excited about it. Now, first of all, it's a big device, but it's lovely. It's really round, it feels good in the hand, kind of like holding a big rectangular pebble, if that makes any sense. And Samsung have gone for symmetry here. That was the thing that they drilled into us when the designer talked about it. And from the side, it just looks and feels great. Now next up we've got the Stylus. Now Samsung is really pushing the Stylus. They have done it since the original Note, of course. It's one of the main reasons that people buy the Note phones is for the Stylus, and this is by far the best one yet. So far, you know, looks like a normal Stylus. These extra options pop up, you've seen that before, but there are a few new tricks here. Now if we look, for example, we've got Translate here. So Translate lets you hover over, say, a website, and you just hover over words and they'll actually translate the words for you as you hover over them. This is actually Stuff Mexico's homepage. My Spanish is terrible, as in non-existent. So we can hover over a word here and like magic it should pop up with the translation, and there we go. This is also really cool because you can take a picture, an actual photo of a menu at a restaurant. And that can always be a bit hit and miss if you don't understand any of the things on the menu, and you can actually, with the picture, hover over with the S Pen and it will actually translate the meals and the words and the food for you. So that's actually quite a useful, cool trick. It does only do one word at a time, which isn't great, so if you would not want to read a novel with this thing, but if you're actually like brushing up on your language and you can't quite remember what a word is, that's actually a really cool, useful skill. Like with the Galaxy S7, the Note 7 has an always on screen, but the pen gives it an extra trick. So as you can see, standard always on screen, you've got the clock there. But if you're really in a hurry to make a quick memo, you just pull the pen out and you've got this here, and you can literally scribble anything you like with the pen, which by the way, actually feels really natural. I'm not a massive fan of styluses, but this one does feel quite nice. They've increased the sensitivity and so on. But as you can see, I've got a really hastily drawn shopping list over here, and that will be saved instantly, just like that. Now this has got a 5.7-inch screen, which, and it's 2K, so it can be quite the battery sucker. But it's got a 3,500 mAh battery, which is impressive. And the battery life with the S7 was pretty good. So we've got high hopes for this one here. It's quite hard to use one-handed, but that's a phablet. That's kind of a given. Now, other bits of housekeeping, there is a micro SD slot in here for expandable memory. I don't think they will ever make that same mistake again after the outrage caused by the lack of it before. And it has got wireless charging and fast charging, which is great. Now, if you look at the bottom of the handset, it's actually finally got USB Type-C, which is quite handy. It's becoming more and more common, and I would have been a bit disappointed if Samsung didn't include it this time round. So that's our really brief look at the Galaxy Note 7. We'll obviously be doing a full hands-on review, tips and tricks, the whole lot. From what we've seen so far, it's a beautiful thing to hold. It's obviously faster and more powerful than ever before, that's a given. But the S Pen, if you're into your stylus tricks, does really look like it has a lot to offer. So yeah, stay tuned for our full review and we'll see you then.